The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, is one of the most significant documents in American history, marking the birth of the United States as a sovereign nation. And to truly understand it, we need to explore its background, purpose, and lasting impact. Written primarily by Thomas Jefferson, with input from John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston, it was created during the Second Continental Congress as the American colonies sought to formally break away from British rule after years of growing tensions, unfair taxation without representation, and increasing restrictions imposed by the British Crown, particularly under King George III, whose policies and disregard for colonial self-governance fueled widespread resentment. The document itself is divided into several key sections, beginning with a powerful preamble that outlines the philosophical foundation of the new nation. Drawing heavily on Enlightenment ideas, especially those of John Locke, asserting that all men are created equal and endowed with unalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, rights that governments are instituted to protect, and when a government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and establish a new one. Following this preamble is a long list of grievances against King George III, detailing how he violated these rights and disregarded laws, dissolved representative bodies, imposed taxes without consent, maintained standing armies in peacetime, without approval, restricted trade, and denied the colonists trial by jury, painting a clear picture of tyranny and injustice that justified revolution. The final section contains the formal declaration itself, in which the 13 colonies collectively proclaim their independence as free and sovereign states with full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, and engage in trade, entirely severing political ties with Britain. Signed by 56 delegates, including iconic figures like John Hancock, Samuel Adams, and Benjamin Franklin, the document was both a bold political statement and a dangerous act of treason against the most powerful empire of the time, requiring immense courage and unity. Its immediate impact was to rally support for the Revolutionary War effort both domestically and internationally, as it provided a clear moral justification for independence, inspiring not only Americans but also people around the world seeking freedom and self-determination. Over time, the Declaration has become more than just a historical artifact. It is a living symbol of democracy, liberty, and the universal struggle for human rights, influencing numerous movements including the abolition of slavery, women's suffrage, and the civil rights movement, and it remains a touchstone for debates about equality and justice in modern America. Yet, it is important to acknowledge the contradictions present at the time of its writing, such as the exclusion of women, enslaved people, and indigenous populations from its promises, which serves as a reminder that the ideals it proclaims are aspirations that must continually be worked toward. Today, the Declaration of Independence is preserved in the National Archives in Washington, D.C., and celebrated every 4th of July as Americans reflect on the nation's founding principles and the enduring responsibility to uphold them. In that essence, the Declaration is not merely a relic of 1776, but a timeless call to ensure that government derives its just powers from the consent of the governed and exists to protect the fundamental rights of all its people.